Okay, hello everyone. We are actually into our first virtual PPCM chats, and we are so excited to have one of our heart sisters here to be able to tell us a little bit about PPCM and her personal experience on dealing with the condition. We're also doing this to be able to raise awareness and just to bring better understandings of what we actually go through as patients and to get the doctors and scientists more of a virtual experience to listen on our causes, because a lot of people are not aware about peripartum cardiomyopathy, and that's a heart condition that affects pregnant women or women that's in the postpartum period. And it weakens the heart muscle and it causes the blood not to pump properly through the rest of the body. And since a lot of patients that are diagnosed with it, we don't find out until we actually have it. So I would like to welcome our heart sister. Say hello. Okay, and we could just start by, telling about exactly what happened with the story.
Yeah, it was happened me at 2014 August 30 date is. Yeah. Uh, so
Yeah, like
basically,
when you first noticed symptoms, like was it during your pregnancy?
not during the pregnancy till I my baby was in my womb till 10 months. I completed 10 months, 10 months, 10 days. Till that time, I was good. I have no problem. Nothing I have.
Wow.
Yeah, so I hospitalized with pains. So it's close to 3 to 4 hours. I was in labor pain, and after that, my BP went high. Actually, during the pains, my BP went high. So doctor they found out that it could be the maybe general problem. That is why they have given one injection to reduce the BP so that it came down, and I went to labor room and I have given my baby the normal delivery. It's not cesarean, it was normal delivery. So after that, after delivery also, I had a mild, in my I was not okay actually. So what I thought was due to delivery, I was like that. It will take some time to get normal, position. So after 6 days, after 3 days, I got discharged from hospital. I went to my home. I was doing good actually, not very well, but good. I thought maybe this after like delivery and having baby. By the time it was rainy actually. It's like 3 4 days it was rainy continuously. I thought due to rainy and all, I was not well. It will take another maybe 1 week or 10 days to recover and to become the normal position. We thought the same actually. So when it was fifth day night, which means sixth day after delivery, sixth day night time, from maybe 12 a.m. onwards, I could not able to sleep. If I lay down on the bed, I could not able to sleep. That is why I sat actually. I sat till 3 4 hours. After that, I slept. So after that, I thought I felt SOB actually, slowness of breathing, shortness of breathing actually. So immediately we went to hospital. Doctor diagnosed that it could be some problem with my breathing, and it is a normal hospital actually. It is not a big hospital. So the doctor suggested me to go to the some high-end specialized hospital. She recommended to me go to the cardiologist. So immediately I went to cardiologist, and they diagnosed within maybe 2 3 hours maybe. So they said that it is a PPCM actually. It was first time we hear that it was it was a PPCM. There was a one issue that we had after pregnancy. We got that issue. That was first time actually. So I was there in ICU for 2 days, 2 3 days, and doctors they did not guarantee me that I will be okay or not. They did not tell me that she will be okay or not, because they could not able to guarantee on my life. So I thought it was my last day. I don't know what to do. And even my baby was, by the time I have my mother-in-law, father-in-law, my husband, and my baby was just 6 days old. My baby was crying like anything. My husband is running here and there, and my mother-in-law, father-in-law, they could not able to, they were in such a different mood that what was going on, because we are not aware of this all heart related issues. We never had actually. That too, I was in maybe 32 years actually. Yeah, so I was, yeah, 32 years I was by the time. So 2 days they did not guarantee me doctors. After 2 days, they discharged me to, to normal room, and they put me in one, observation till 3 days, the 3 or 4 days. Later, they sent me to my home with 6 months medication actually. They suggested me to go for 6 month medication. So
Wow.
after 2 months, I did not find any different. I can able to breathe, and I'm okay. I was okay, but still, I was like, I could not able to hold my baby also. I could
Right.
not able to hold my baby. I can do just I can have, if someone give me food, I can have with a spoon. That's all. I can do my work. That's all I can say. I could not able to go. Just I could not able to walk also somewhere. So what we after 2 months or 3 months we again visited doctor cardiac, the same doctor. He suggested me to go for the iron injection, some iron. He suggested me to they have given me through injection maybe 2 or 3 doses they have given me. After that I became normal. So after 6 months I have taken medication for 6 months.
Mhm.
After 6 months, I visited again hospital. They have did all the ECG, etc., etc. And
Yeah.
doctor given me thumbs up saying that I'm good.
So did you need the ICD, or did you have to get the ICD, or just a
This
medication?
medication only. They have given me tablets actually, a list of tablets. Morning and evening I should eat.
Okay.
Yeah. And what was happened basically, we are completely not aware of this PPCM actually. I was the only person. Hello, are you able to hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right. So I was the only person who diagnosed this PPCM in my family. Not only in family, I can say the entire my village or the entire my I can say my doctors suggested us that within 100 is to 1 ratio people get this PPCM like that he said.
Mhm.
So what was happened, and by the time I asked doctor that doctor, can I go for another baby? While I was
Wow.
in ICU, I asked the question, the doctor, can I go for second baby? He strongly suggested me that no. If you
Yeah.
go for second baby, I can't guarantee you. I may guarantee your baby, but I can't guarantee you. Without you, I don't think so. Your baby will be happy. Be happy with your
Right.
baby. That's I always
Right.
have.
Right. Which sucks for us because we want to be able to have the option if we want
Yeah.
more. And you said it's your first time, your first baby,
Mm.
and you said the cardiologist didn't recommend, to have more because, of course, mine told me the same thing because of the relapse and, basically the damage that was already done to our heart. So were you able to recover
Yes.
fully? Yeah,
Fully
so
I
you fully recovered.
Mhm.
And how long you said it was for
It was
recovery?
2014, August 2014.
When you recovered?
Yeah. I
Okay,
got
so that's
diagnosed. I got diagnosed in August 2014.
okay,
By
yeah, yeah.
January,
So
Jan 15, 2015, I recovered completely. Six
that
months.
is amazing. Wow.
And after
So
that,
we fully,
after that, what we discovered was my mother
mhm,
was having the same issue. It seems we were suspecting because my mother, she died when I was 6 months old.
Wow.
Yeah, so after my she delivered me, and she
Mm-hmm.
used to say to my grandparents that I could not able to breathe, and I don't know, I'm feeling something, this and that, this and that. She used to tell till 3 4 months it seems. So by
Mm-hmm.
that time, actually, I'm from India. So by the time, actually, the hospitalization, it was not, up to mark actually. So I was staying in a metropolitan city. That could be the reason I immediately, went to the correct doctor so that I saved myself.
Oh,
So
wow.
my mother, she expired actually while when I was in, fifth month or sixth month, she expired. So
Mm-hmm.
doctor said that she had some veterinary related issue. So now I came to know it is a genetical. I got it from my mother. By the time
Wow.
they could not able to recognize it was the PPCM. That is why she lost her life.
Wow. So they did say that it could be inherited, basically.
Could be,
Oh,
and yeah,
right.
that we don't know. We do not know. Maybe I should go some test undergo so that I will get knowing.
Right. Which is also, with Let's Talk PPCM because we want to be able to get, more research. This is just obviously why it drew me to go ahead and start an organization because I lost my sister because of it. But
Mm-hmm.
I was also told that it wasn't inherited because they said it was a genetic disorder.
Yes.
So by it being a
Mm-hmm.
genetic disorder, they don't know who carried the genetics. It could be anybody of any family. And with my
Mm-hmm.
sister, she was the first one in our
Yeah.
family. And then 3 years later, it was me. And we just so happened to be sisters. So it's just been very interesting, trying to learn and learning and interacting with, you all stories is very unique. Each one, even with the recovery, our medications, it's just with the how the birthing,
Yes.
the symptoms, everything, and it's so important that we able to bring this information to life, instead of just people reading our blogs or reading the stories, but to actually experience
Mm-hmm.
it, to be able to try to explain a little bit better. But I thank you for coming and sharing this information, with me, and to be able to talk about your experience, because do it have any type of long affections to you? Like, does it concern you that, you may want to be able to have more children later on? And,
Mm-hmm.
that I know that that can be hurtful, so have you been able to talk to your doctor about,
No. No, I
no,
actually
you
we
haven't?
were planning actually. So we now we are in USA. We travel from India to USA due to some project work and all.
Mm-hmm.
So now you suggest me that whether it would be a good suggestion to go for second baby, and also recommend me a good doctor. In I'm planning to visit a
Okay.
doctor either in Arizona or Texas,
Well, that's
Dallas.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do. I hope you're able to, have one more or another one, because I do know a few heart sisters that continue to go on, and quite some, just a small bit, may relapse, but a lot of them don't, and you just never know. And that's also, something that the other doctors need to be aware of, that just because we develop PPCM, once we
Mm-hmm.
recover, we are able to be able to carry or have another child later on,
Mm-hmm.
depending on a recovery. Like you said, your recovery, it didn't take long. It was very good.
Yeah.
And in your case, you are able to have another one without just having long term effects on your heart.
Thank
And
you
then with
so
my
much.
case, yeah, with my case it took 2 years,
Oh.
and yeah, and they are thinking that maybe it went undiagnosed the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably wouldn't have my daughter if they would have told me, oh, your heart is bad the first time. But because no one knew about the illness, or the ones that didn't know to check me for those symptoms, or my sister, or even in your case, or the other 4,000 women that we have in our group,
Yeah.
they don't check us for that. So it's just it's a roller coaster. It's
Correct.
a roller coaster ride.
True.
And I'm just glad we're doing teaching other people about it, to be able to
Mhm.
know what it is, at least to know what it is, because we didn't know what it was. Did you
Yeah.
know what it was before you was
Correct.
diagnosed? You had heard of it before? Okay, so you saying like your mom, could have had that
Mm-hmm.
issue as well. So, but like in my case, no, I didn't know what it was. Even with my sister, she didn't have a
She doesn't.
diagnosis,
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it a little bit more frustrating, in that situation.
Yeah, yeah. I can understand. Yeah.
But yeah, so trying to so yeah, you're doing a wonderful job. Do you have any challenges after being diagnosed with PPCM, such as, trying to cope with medication all of a sudden? You're young.
Yeah.
How did it make you feel being a heart patient at your age?
Yeah. I'm completely recovered, as you said. Yeah. Within 6 months, I completely recovered.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm like the challenges for, like, was it hard for you trying just to cope with the taking the
Uh,
medication? Like, was it hard for you trying to change your lifestyle, basically? Did they put you on lifestyle
really.
changes, your diet? Yeah,
Yeah.
and I know that sometimes they could like go make us go into like a depressed state, or because it's a challenge for us. And
Correct.
even with me, it felt kind of hard just to change my life over from being this young
Mm-hmm.
23-year-old to all of a
Oh,
sudden, oh, I'm ill. Yeah, so you felt like that, like, can you hear me?
it's breaking actually.
It's
The voice is breaking. Yeah.
okay. I'm just trying to make sure. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
good.
I was just saying, like, if the challenges that we experience trying to take the medication and changing our life over,
Mm-hmm.
from being just a young, wild, and free, or however, to
Correct.
becoming a heart patient,
Yeah.
but we still have to do our mom duties. Was that hard for you?
Yeah, it is hard actually. I can say hard. So, but however, my only concern is I should have one more baby,
Yeah.
and that is my main intention. The second one, what I was thinking, even if I could get one baby, that is a baby girl. If that baby girl also get the same PPCM, what is the situation? That I was thinking in multiple ways, that whether I should go for other baby or not. If I go for other baby, the second baby, so how what would be the her situation? I was thinking in different ways actually. Other than that, yeah, I'm okay. Even when I delivered my baby, I could not able to do anything to him actually. So my mother-in-law was there. She helped me a lot actually. She used to do everything to my kid. I used to only feed. That's all. Till 3 months I was on bed. I could not able to even hold my baby actually.
Wow,
Yeah,
and
it was
that's
really very challenging for me.
yes, that is a challenge, and
Yeah,
because I know I was told to not stress
it was
about
some
it.
emotional pain, I can say. It's not like any physical pain or something. It's like emotional pain, I can say. by God grace, at least I could recover at least within 6 months. That I can say thanks to God. That's all I can say.
Yes, wow. And it's kind of a good thing kind of we're able to relate to one another, you
Hmm.
know, though
Can you suggest me any doctors? Any like any doctors?
any doctors?
Uh-huh.
Do I
Hospital.
have any doctors?
I'm asking you, is there any specialized doctors or a hospital where I can go visit and can
Oh,
take the suggestion to have one second baby or not?
oh, is it what area or what location are you
Yeah,
in?
location. Yeah,
Yeah.
currently I'm in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, Phoenix, that's right. Yeah. Um, I don't know, but I do know we have other heart sisters. I wonder if we're
Yeah,
able to reach out, or I'll be able to reach out
sure,
in the
sure. Thank
group
you
just
so
to
much.
see. Yeah, just to
Either
see if
Phoenix,
anyone knows.
Arizona, either Phoenix, Arizona, or Dallas, Texas.
Right. So like an obstetrician or cardiologist, because I know in our case we would need cardiologists. So I
Correct.
know that you're looking for a cardiologist as well, or just the
True.
cardiologist and the obstetrician. The
Yeah, true. Yeah, yeah.
need both.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, to be
Dallas,
able to talk.
Texas, you can suggest me. Dallas, Texas.
You willing to travel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. In Dallas, well, I know my cardiologist is like, he's like, he's
Oh,
not trying to have
really?
it. Yeah, he's like, no, he don't recommend it, but he's a pretty good cardiologist, to from being able to diagnose me though.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like in my sister's case, my sister was she didn't get diagnosed, but she was in Dallas, and
Oh,
the doctors didn't know at all what it was.
gotcha. Mm-hmm.
They didn't know about the peripard. They knew about pericarditis, but
Mm-hmm.
they didn't know about peripartum cardiomyopathy,
Okay.
which we didn't know existed until I got it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we will definitely be able to search you up
Sure.
obstetrician and a cardiologist,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm hoping that we have some other heart sisters that's in that area that's familiar.
Yeah, yeah. Please share me if anybody over there in Dallas, Texas, so that I can talk to them and they can recommend me some doctors or somewhere so that I can,
Of
Thank you
course,
so
yes.
much.
Anything to help our heart sisters out. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
So based on your, analysis, say for example, if I go for second baby,
Mm,
okay, so the same case might happen after delivery. If I get the PPCM, I knowingly I can stay at the hospital when I
right,
felt that SOB, so that immediately I can take medication, right?
right. That's the
If we
good
take any
thing.
problem,
That's the good thing about
yeah, so we can survive, right? So knowingly that I already
already
diagnosed the
knowing.
PPCM. Oh, true.
Yeah. Yeah, so they already know your history,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be a plus because,
Correct.
of course, before they didn't know, and
Correct.
now they're able to catch it. So they'll be able to catch it at a better rate than, letting it progress into becoming heart failure. So you won't have to go into the heart
Correct.
failure, because I did learn, or like the cardiologist Dr. James Fett in our group, how he explains that
Yeah, true. Mm-hmm.
the PPCM actually progresses and turns into heart failure. So you got
Sure.
peripartum cardiomyopathy before it turns into your heart failure,
Mm-hmm.
but it leads to it, of
Correct.
course. And majority
Mm-hmm.
of
Yeah.
us go into heart failure before. What was your
Okay.
ejection fraction when you was diagnosed?
Mm-hmm. Correct. Sorry.
What was your ejection fraction?
I was not aware of it actually. By that, I used to read in our group only. By seeing that, maybe we have to note down that one. But I was
You
zero.
don't
My
remember?
doctor has given me one, paper that
Mm-hmm.
shows that my BP. What was my BP by that time when they diagnosed PPCM?
Uh-huh.
They did not give in any EF or something, EF percentage or something. They did not give me.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, well, I know
And
they.
so when actually it will develop in our body, like before pregnancy, or sorry, not before pregnancy, like before delivery or after delivery, how it could be, how many months it will get developed in our body, like fifth month of our pregnancy, or
Well, I do know, um, well, just by based off of research that
Mm-hmm.
we might be, it, it might not, we might be affected by it for a long time, I would say, because when it creates the damage to the heart, since our heart becomes damaged, it's like a band-aid when we
Mm-hmm.
recover. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you put the band-aid over the wound after
Correct.
it heals, but the scar is still there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's how it is for us, and that's why I think that they recommend we don't have more babies, because it can just reopen the wound of our
Mm-hmm.
heart, being damaged, or like some women, it may become worse than before.
Mm-hmm.
Or just like a lot of the women that they don't catch it in the first time, but they
Mm-hmm.
might catch it the second time. But then we have some heart sisters who wait until they like on the fifth pregnancy and
Mm-hmm.
then they get it. We had one heart sister. She made it to 9 kids, and then she had got it. Yeah, so it's
So
just
ninth baby, she got it
that.
before.
Yes, it was, yes, and it was crazy because it's like her body was able to handle that many times, but then that's why they're saying they don't know who carries the genetic, but
Right.
since we know sure that we carry it, we have to basically, kind of treat ourselves in a different form, or like you in your case, you want to be able to have another baby.
Mm-hmm.
So you already did your research, you already know what you're dealing with,
Yeah.
and your doctors will be more experienced to know
Correct.
exactly how did
Mm-hmm.
you heal the first time, and that'll be kind of like what they'll be going back over is,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, I feel like we deserve that chance or that option, so I hope that everything work out with that and for
Yeah. Yeah.
you.
Correct.
I
Thank you.
think it will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And can you please share me any, like web pages or portals where I can get more knowledge on PPCM? Do you have
of
any
course.
suggestion? Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Thank you.
I would definitely send you some links with just like not even from like the group, and sometimes Dr. Feth is good to reach out to as well. He actually he responds back. Sometimes if I ask him some
Great.
questions,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
he'll respond. So he's actually a good advocate and someone to ask those questions to. He may even know a cardiologist in your area. So I'll reach out to him and see.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, you are so welcome. And I just thank you again
Yeah,
for coming
thank
on
you so much.
here and
Yeah,
sharing your story
very
with us.
happy.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And I'm gonna go
Really
ahead.
nice to talking to you actually.
It was.
Feeling happy, heartful happy.
I know. I'm about to, let me see. I'm gonna stop our
First
recording.
time I'm talking to a heart sister actually in
I
my life.
know, right?
Yeah, you are the
Yes.
only person
You
with
can
whom
able
I'm
to
talking.
relate. We know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
we
helps a
know the
lot.
pain actually.
Yeah, well, I'm so glad. That made me feel good because that's what I
Great.
wanted. I wanted the virtual experience to be more
Yeah,
relatable, because like we know what we're talking about and we know what we're
correct,
trying to get and when we're trying to raise awareness. If we could get
correct.
that awareness out there, I
Mm-hmm.
know more and more people, be able to tune in and just to learn. It's okay to know something even though you might not go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you might know someone later on that's gonna
Correct.
go through it,
Yeah, yeah.
or just like in our case, my mom didn't go through it, or my
Mm-hmm.
grandmother didn't, but we did, but we didn't know what it was, so
Yeah.
it could be like that in anybody's family. So we just want people to be prepared and at least know what it is, and I just
Even I was thinking the same. When I come, go back to my country, I would like to visit, the all gynecology hospitals where I want to,
where are you from?
I'm from India.
Okay,
Yeah, I
India.
want to
Okay,
give
I
this,
was gonna guess. Yeah, I
oh,
was gonna guess. I was like, I know she's from India. Yes, yes. Oh, well,
yeah,
that is nice.
yeah,
Okay, well,
thank you.
yes. So that, but
I do service from my end that at least in US people know about PPCM. At least 30 to 40% people knows, but in India I don't think so. Even 10% people knows about it. So I would
rouse.
like to visit each and every hospital. I would like to not in each and every like whichever is near to my place I can say. So I want to give more knowledge about it. So once you
Right,
like after having these many discussions, where if I get any portals and all, first I want to explore more knowledge so that I can have some documentary. So I would like to
right.
print that documentary, give the documentary each and every hospital
Yes,
so
that's a
that
good
I can save
idea.
at least one life. If I can save one life, then that would be, you
That
know,
that's all we trying to do. If we could save that one life, you are so right.
right.
And we probably have already, we just don't
Yeah,
know. A lot of women might not speak up or talk
correct,
about it, but at least they're learning. A lot of people
correct.
watching, a lot of people read the stories that's
Mm-hmm.
following the page, and
Correct.
which is a plus because
Mm-hmm.
so many people could either ignore it or you can
Correct.
learn something, and a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
people is choosing to learn, and
Mm-hmm.
so that's why I feel like us actually speaking about it
Sure.
would just kind of help a lot more.
Really doing a great job. You deserve a bunch of appreciation.
Thank you so much. We're definitely gonna get you some information. You could actually
Sure.
become
Thank
a
you so much.
speaker. You're
Yeah.
a good speaker. You be able to teach the hospitals about,
Sure.
the
Yeah, yeah.
PPCM.
It's my
Yeah.
goal
And then,
actually. It's my goal.
about, yeah, and about going on to have another baby,
Thank you so much.
that you could be an advocate for that, for the other women who want to, but they scared,
Mhm.
so when you go through it and, everything becomes successful, it'll be
Correct.
another successful story you can tell, so that's what we want to get that across. So I'm just so glad. I'm
Thank
going
you
to go
so
ahead
much.
and
I
stop our
can.
recording.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.